Alright, I'd just like to start this video with a full disclaimer. I'm not an expert, this isn't a how-to video, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. This is a tyre I brought in Russia. It's brand new, never been used. I didn't end up using it in the end. I did see a couple of guys while I was out there fitting tyres by hand, so I thought, I've got some tyre levers and I've got a spare tyre and I've got a motorbike. So I'm going to take the wheel off the bike and try and fit this new tyre. It might not even work, but it's worth a go, worth a laugh. Let's see how we go. So now the wheel's out of the bike, let's take it to the workshop. Okay, so here's my course of action. What I'm going to do, get the wheel like this, and I'm going to let it down, let all the air out of it. Right, now quite a lot of the air's out, I've got a bottle of this slime. I'm not going to use it. It does, however, come with quite a nice tool. So if you unscrew it, now that's done and out of the way, we can start trying to break the seal around the edge of the tyre so we can get a tyre lever in there. That's harder than it looks. That isn't budging. To the vise. The vise didn't work out. It wasn't breaking the bead, so what I ended up doing was this. It was kind of a bit stamp, and then kind of jammed it in here, and levered it, and levered it, and levered it. And now it's all like, it's down there. So I reckon I can get that off now. So, yet again, I've had to stop filming and have a rethink because the tyre just wasn't budging off the rim. One side stamped it, so I ended up doing a bit more poking and prodding, and now I've managed to get half the tyre off the wheel, and I'm pretty impressed with that. Just need to get the other half done and then it's off. Well, this side is, and I've got to get the other side off. This is turning into a longer job than I thought. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, now we're in the situation of I've levered off one side of the tyre, but the wheel and the tyre are still connected. So now I've got to pull this edge off that face. Okay, and that's one tyre off of a wheel. I'm impressed I even got that far. Now let's see if we get a new tyre on. So now the tyre's off, I can start thinking about putting this new tyre on. It's got a little arrow that shows its rotation somewhere along here, which means I have to mount this the way the tyre's spinning when I'm driving forwards. So that's in the right place. Now I've just got to squish the tyre down onto the wheel, and then I can mount the outside edge, and then we just need to inflate it in theory. So we're not far off finished. Woo! Okay, so that's one side of the tyre on. Just got to get the other side on by kneeling on this edge of the tyre and pushing it down. So I've got a good starting point here. Then I'm going to work my round with tyre levers again. Like that, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, not just let it pop off all the time like it's just happened there. So I've done all the way around that edge, just got that little bit to do there, and then it's on. So a little bit more hard work and we're done. Okay, so you missed quite a triumphant moment. the last bit popped on shortly after I stopped filming the last bit. Just got to get the tyre seated in this now, which means inflating it, which shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to try it with a foot pump. A lot of people say you can't do that. I've never seen anybody do that either, so I might be taking a trip up to the petrol station where they've got a nice compressor, popping it on there, and then waiting until it pops into place and it goes all nice and roundy round so I can ride on it. And then I've accomplished changing a motorcycle tyre, which is something I've never done before. I'm really proud that I managed to even get this one on and get the other one off. So far I feel like I'm winning, and that's always good. Okay, so I put the valve back in, simple case, I'm pumping as fast as I can so this pops onto the wheel properly. Let's go. Okay, the wheel is now on. I did go up to the petrol station and spent about 10 minutes there trying to get this to pump up, and it just wouldn't. I also wasted 250p's, but I did pick up some cream eggs, so it wasn't all a waste. Ended up hooking the pump up like that, and then kind of this yeehaw dance, which kind of looks a bit like this, until it started pumping up. It wouldn't hold air completely, so I ended up squirting some of the green slime. It's like a tyre sealant around the edges. There's none inside it, it's just around the edge. And then occasionally hitting it with a hammer to make sure it's seated home. After about, say, 10 to 15 minutes of pumping, it did go bing! And then a minute later, bing! As the two sides seated to the edge of the tyre. And so now, it's got some air in it, it's all sealed, and it's ready to go back on the bike. So I've officially changed the motorcycle tyre.